And now we're back. Back through our answers. Yes, we are here. I've said in previous streams, if you hear me like just go blank a little bit without speaking, that's sort of like a mental cue for me to see in the playback to actually spread this into parts. Let's see if we can actually try this shortcut, but see, that's why we go the long way, because that we don't have to deal with this darn Chozo ghosts and their problems that they always show up everywhere. Did I actually get this thing? No, I didn't. Alright, this is another room we can go. We can go into here, and somehow the... Hold our thing here. Oh, I thought it was inside. Whee! Come on. Whee! There we go. And our missile expansion is upon us. Alright. Whee! Cannonball! Alright, let's get back to... we have to go back to the Panana address where Thardus was. Because that's where we can continue on. I'm pretty sure the game is going to give us that, because that's where we need to go next. Let's go get that, shall we? I do really hope that if we do make a Metroid, we tried to explain this a little bit in last night's stream of Mario Galaxy, which we were hoping that, we were talking about Metroid Prime, oddly enough, and trying to say, like, hey, it would be really nice if they just get a trilogy going, or if they do bring the Metroid Prime Trilogy to the Switch, I'd be totally, I'd be mixed on buying it again. But if the promise is that there's better like if it's higher resolution and the controls are a little bit more fine tuned, because technically, if the Metroid Prime Trilogy gets to the Switch, here's hoping that they can incorporate both control styles. That we have the Joy-Cons, which means I'm hoping it wouldn't be just Joy-Con controlled. Give the Pro Controller some love. But we could use the Joy-Cons as a way to aim the gun in any direction, as well as using the 4 directional buttons on either or both controllers to switch for beams and beams and visors. That'd be really cool. And so you would have a blend of both GameCube and Wiimote functionality on the Switch, which to me would be a really cool combo, and I don't think it'd be totally intrusive. But then they would have to say, well, we need to give Pro Controller support a go, and I would say that the Pro Controller would have to have, the gyro feature, so the gun would be able to be moved in all directions, but the gun would be in one direction all the time, like the GameCube version would be. Except you can freely aim by using the gyro controls on the Pro Controllers. It's just that I think that would work, but the fact is there are a lot of other third-party controllers that don't have gyro in them, so they would have to build this game with a lot of headway. How would GameCube work with Prime controls, or Metroid Prime 3 work with GameCube controllers? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty simple change, really. I'm pretty sure it would be just no problem at it. It'd just be a little bit of a small learning curve, since the entire game was actually focused on aiming and shooting rather than exploring. I would imagine I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be too much of a change, but since it was originally built with motion controls in mind, I think a slight change to the control setup would have to incorporate some sort of a free aim system. That's the only thing I find the problem about it, because a lot of bosses in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption turn on this so-called free aim system, which is in all the games here in the Prime Trilogy, that you can turn on free aim so that while you are fighting the boss, you can have free aim wherever you're going while locking on. So that's be alright for that, I guess. But again, it would be something very simple to you know. That's it. I don't know, but I think just getting the controls right for every controller playstyle that's out there would probably be the biggest hurdle that the game has. Because I'm pretty sure that anything can be ported to the Switch. Like most of the Switch is technically mostly just it's just Wii U components, just now able to be more optimized to handle, Unreal Engine and such. So it's not too hard. And since I'm actually playing this on the Wii U, the trilogy here, so obviously they've already got the inner workings to actually make Metroid Prime work. It's just whatever they want to do with it. And I can sure this game could probably fit onto a cartridge, like no problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. I don't think. Just, it's the whole idea of the controls. The controls are what's going to give the most problem about it. We're going to our save point here, so we can keep our progress all the time. We're off. Oh, hi, Sheegoffs. It's actually kind of funny. The ice beam does not work on them, which is actually kind of a nice detail. Let's see. I need to go. So there's Stardust's room. So we need to head to the highest room here and head off to the left where that wave beam room was. Now there is a way to get there through Magmore Caverns, but I find this to be like quicker though. Oh, at least a little bit slightly quicker. But I have to make sure to go through all the. Oh, hi, Sheegoth. Fancy meeting you here. Let's switch to our wave beam now, so we can actually hurt these guys again, if we have to. Let's see. Where are we going? Up here. Well, I took the long way when I really didn't need to, but oh well. Oh, darn it. I fell off again. Need to make a loop back around here again. Oh, hi. You're charging up your attack again. Hello. How's it going? I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just trying to figure out where I need to go next. Where do I need to go? Oh, this way. I'm still getting lost. I even have a map and everything up in the top right of my screen. I'm still getting lost. Go back through there. Open the doors. Take that, you. Come on now. Alright, time for Ice Beam. Freeze you and destroy you with a missile, please. Thank you. Booyah! It's time to kill him. The old Metroid, the old Metroid try. Freeze and kill. Freeze and missiles. That's what we need to do. Getting lost while looking at a map. Yep! That's what happens. No, oh, come on. That's not fair. I was trying to jump, and I fail at jumping already. Alright, incoming scan data. Unusual gravity patterns analyzed. Yep. I knew it. That's where we need to go. The gravity suit's right there in the gravity chamber of all places. So we need to head back that direction. The fastest way of getting there now is... These guys can't be frozen. That's an interesting move. Come on now. There we go. I like that the doors have now been unlocked. Yay, we have to kill them anyway. Good, good, good. If we do go back into Thardis' area, there is a Sheegoth there if we want to fight it again. So again, they give, like, all the Sheegoths just appear out of nowhere and say, hey, this guy's dead, now we can actually invade all the territory we could ever want. So we need to go back this way and head to the wave beam door. Up this way. We could have gone this way before and leaving originally. But I decided not to and go a different path because I'm trying to be different. Because different is always nice. If you're following the same path, it means you're just following someone else's guidance. You have to braid your own path. That's how the pioneers did it. They followed a somewhat sort of similar path. So making access to Magmore Cavern south through there. Well, let's head down so we can see where we're at in that point. We'll head back up and get into that gravity suit. So you always turned, I didn't see your comments before, but it's like I always turn the free aim off. Yeah, see, we're already here before. So now we know where we need to be for the Magmore Caverns in case we need to get back this direction. Let's head back up this way and actually get that gravity suit. So no one ever rode a rock until the pirates did it. Or the pioneers. Oh yeah, ride that rock! Alright, so this way. Through our spider ball transformation. So we can use the ice beam. So we couldn't get in here before because the ice beam... Oh, look at that right there. That's an energy tank. But we can't get that because this place is covered in glass. Or not glass. Ice. This ice blocks a tunnel. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? It blocks everything. This room right here. Oh, that's not the room I'm looking for. But a room similar to it's going to be called the Phendrana's Edge. That is where a artifact is located, and quite frankly, it's actually probably one of the most. It's probably the worst places to actually get. Coming through here, into this room here, we passed this door. We entered the Pirates Research Core, where we got the thermal visor. So it's a nice little interconnected shortcut. But we're not going that way. We're going down. I think we have to go down the... It's not the lowest one, I don't think. I think it's the upper one we have to go to first. Because I think we come out of that bottom room with the gravity suit in hand. So we need to go after that. It's weird that they offer you to tell you to use the wave beam here when normally it's just the ice beam you can only get to access this area first. So, yep, ice variants, those bugs again. We've already scanned those, so we're okay there. Let's see, no, I don't need this one. Okay, I'm just double scanning myself because there's always stuff on this. Because again, folks, this is not a 100% run, but I'm going to try to get as close as I can. This is a glider. It's sort of a glider riding involves using a grapple to attach to a glider and staying as long as possible. Oh, hello! A new creature! This is a Hunter Metroid! This is a bug. I think this is technically a misplaced enemy. Because in the lore of I need to get to the ice beam, please. Because they're weak to ice, because that's all Metroids are. And then that is a new one. That's a new research. Ammo's with 10 rounds of ammo. Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, because in the, I think in the international releases, that Hunter Metroid is not there. Is this the room to the Hunter Cave? No, it's called the Frost Cave. That's what it is. There we go. Can I actually hit this? Yes, I can. But in the international versions of the game, the Hunter Metroid here is actually placed somewhere else. For whatever reason, this Hunter Metroid found himself in the ice area, and we all know that the Hunter Metroid, or Metroids in general, are weak to cold. So why is this here? That's like the only weird that's like the almost only weird enemy placement in the entire game, I would imagine. As you can see, there's a missile expansion down there, but we need to get access to that spire that's up there. But we can't get that until we get the grapple beam, and that's not for a long time coming. The lore explains it there. I'll be in the same room. Oh, I guess I'll have to check that lore when I get back into the save room. It's a long little corridor. Here is Phaedrana's Edge, I believe, where this room is. The artifact here is at the very top of the room, and it's hidden behind a wall that you can't scan. So, yeah, Phaedrana's Edge. We have to go down here, and we got new creatures to get. Let's see, the pirates are storing the Metroids in the Phaedranas to keep them under control. Oh, okay. Well, they obviously failed when they moved this to the international version because they just got rid of the Metroid. They moved the Metroids out. But these little shark-type creatures, they're just here to drain energy. That's all they do. They also pull you in, which I've just now noticed. And they tore off they actually destroyed my HUD. If that is one thing I like about the Metroid Prime series, is that the HUD that you see on your screen is also affected. I think I'm trying to remember where is the door we need to go into, because we need to go into the bottom door, which is right there. It is weird. It destroys. I just love that hint of detail. Intermission. Alright, we're gonna go get this thing. Oh yeah, hello. Electrifying the water, are we? Good thing my power suit doesn't affect the electricity and hurting me. What a relief, huh? Let's go into a ball form to go right into here. And I think this is... Nope, that's not it. We're almost there. Anything else we need to scan here? I don't think we have to scan anything. We got some of these stalagmite or stalactites to take down. Oh yeah, we can actually get down from the edge. I think we need to go to that one over there. In order to get it, can I make it? No, I cannot make it. Come on, you. Hey, open up! Get out of here. Alright, now I gotta find out how to get out of this water. Okay, got back to the start. Nope, nope. Curses! I keep falling into the water. I was going blank there. I was trying to figure out where do I go from here? Like, oh right, I have to hear these guys. Things we broke down earlier, and yeah, thanks for hurting me, you sonic bats. Luckily, we scanned those in the session prior, so we don't have to worry about them anytime soon. But luckily, we're going to be getting the gravity suit, which will allow us to basically traverse basically any environment. So we're not going to have any problem. Oh, that's a new creature. The new creature has been gone. This is an Aqua Reaper. Essentially, they're like the Reaper vines we had in the ruins, Chozo ruins. So it's nothing too hard about them. They're infinite respawning enemies. Hey, get out of here, you! You would think there'd be some type of small creature that would just that appear from the ground. It would be like some type of like an octopus or some kind. And sorry for this. Not really sorry, but this is since we don't have the gravity suit, we can't see underwater very well. That's gonna soon change when we get the gravity suit, which should be right over here. And it's just right here. Yeah, there's like it's inconspicuous place. And there we are. How's it possible they make that the only 3DS Metroid we got so far is Federation Force? No. We had Samus Returns. Metroid 2 Samus Returns, the remake on the 3DS. I don't think they could have. They could make this on the 3DS, no doubt. They would only use the Federation Force control scheme. But knowing how low power the 3DS is, I don't think this game would do it just in 3DS. But now we have the gravity suit. Movement in liquid environments are no longer hindered. Additional data has now been downloaded as well. Biology Gallery unlocked for purchase. That is something we can unlock through the Metroid Prime or through the collections menu with all the tokens we've unlocked. But as you can see, with the gravity suit, we can now see better underwater, and we can move in water no matter where we are. So we can go anywhere and anywhere now. Well, except without the use of the grapple beam, which we're going to be probably getting probably soon, hopefully soon. As soon as we get the grapple beam, then we basically can go anywhere. At least in movement capabilities. So I don't think there's actually any like plasma door or the plasma beam, which is the last beam upgrade we get. But I don't think there's actually any red doors in this area. So technically we can, until we get the grapple beam, we can't fully explore this place. They could have a Prime on 3DS Hunter or something like that. Yeah, that's weird. I wouldn't have minded if they actually made Metroid Prime Hunter's remake on the 3DS. I'm surprised they didn't do that. Which all brings hope that that again, if they do remake, if they do port the trilogy to the Switch, more likely it's going to be an anthology package where it has all the Prime games, including Metroid Prime Hunters. That would be a really cool idea to release, before they're like, hey, we know that Prime 4 is coming, but in order to get yourself refreshed on the series, here's the anthology version of the game, which has all 3 of the original Prime games, plus Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS, and you can get Federation Force as well for people who didn't play it on the 3DS, because we knew that game was dead on arrival because it was the Metroid Prime or Metroid 30th anniversary, and that's what we got. A multiplayer shooter game that really was underpowered and not really needed. Alright, so now, I think now that we've got the gravity suit, we now need to head back, back to the Talon Overworld. Because now we have to go into the satellite, the space station that we were already in at the beginning of the game. As we know, that thing blew up. That thing blew up and headed to, and went down to the ground. That's not the way we need to go. That's that place is towards death. But yeah, now we have to go back into the that space station where we started the game off of. As we last saw it, it was exploding, and oddly enough, it fell down to the planet before we got to the ground. Oh, please don't reveal Federation Force. It will kill Prime 4. Okay, well, the only reason that they would re-release the Federation Force was to only say that, you know, that certain events in Prime 4 or in Prime 4 are going to have some sort of effect from Forces. Because I do think there was a secret ending in Forces. I never got it, but I think it reveals I think the bounty hunter Steelix, no, not Steelix, Silex, I think his name is. That reveals that because the end of Prime 3, that bounty hunter was basically following Samus out of the at the end of Prime 3, and I think in Prime Federation Force, he's basically breaks out the Metroid that's in the Federation base. So chronologically, even though Federation Force was not very important to a lot of fans, it's probably going to have some sort of effect on Prime 4.